Ma che bello è! Siamo tornati, ce l'abbiamo fatta, ci siamo signore e signori, amici ed amiche, con un pochino di ritardo, ma cioè insomma un pochino, parecchio ritardo, perché di solito i miei video
Abituale.
arrivano il martedì, i miei audio, sì, buonanotte, i miei video arrivano il martedì e invece stavolta siamo qua, ma con qualche giorno di ritardo. Abbiamo avuto qualche piccolo problemino, qualche piccola disavventura. Tra le altre cose, permettetemi di fare una premessa. Allora, la settimana scorsa avevo realizzato il video di The Valley con un audio bruttissimo, anzi mi scuso, con il microfono, insomma, che mi dava qualche piccolo problema di volume, questo Blue Yeti, che tra le altre cose è molto carino, però poi io sono uno che smanetta e quindi ho sicuramente fatto qualche danno. Il problema, perché qualcuno dirà: "Beh scusa, potevi rifare il video". Il problema di questo gioco, e per questo ringrazio la Falling Squirrel per aver fatto questa cosa che è davvero una geniata, bravi, bravi, bravi. Allora, una volta che tu inizi una nuova partita, okay, e che arrivi a un certo punto del gioco, non puoi tornare indietro. Ci sono molti giochi, come ad esempio in Blind Drive, o vogliamo parlare di qualche gioco normale, tra virgolette "normale", Mortal Kombat, The Last of Us e tanti altri, dove uno può scegliere il salvataggio, oppure il capitolo che sta giocando. Qua no, qua no. Quindi quando tu arrivi a fare una certa cosa e la sbagli, come in questo caso magari un video, e sbagli magari qualche cosa, e non puoi sistemarla in post produzione, devi rifarla da capo. Questo video io lo avevo realizzato, sto registrando praticamente adesso che sono le vi dico anche che ore sono, così facciamo pure anche una cosa in real time. Ecco, aspetta.
13:53.
Sono le 13:53 di giovedì
Giovedì 11 novembre.
11 novembre. Io questo video lo avevo realizzato stamattina, l'audio completamente andato in palla. Qual è stato il problema? Che io ho dovuto rifare il gioco dall'inizio. Quindi tutto quello che abbiamo fatto fino adesso ho dovuto rifarlo da capo. Perché? Perché il gioco non ti consente di scegliere il capitolo a cui vuoi giocare. Ok? Quindi non c'è questa cosa e a me questa cosa mi manda in bestia. Quindi grazie Fallen Squirrel per avermi fatto rigiocare The Veil fino a questo punto. Devo essere sincero, non ne sentivo il bisogno, ma va bene, non importa, noi andiamo avanti. Thank you Fallen Squirrel for this future. Tanto parlo italiano, non capisco. No, vabbè, no, non lo dovrei dire perché insomma mi pagano. Sì, sì, come no. Allora, gente, come state? Tutto a posto? Matteo Panariello insieme a voi. Siamo pronti dopo aver chiacchierato 2 ore del niente con The Valley, con l'audiogioco che è disponibile per Xbox, per PC, eccetera, eccetera, eccetera. Link in descrizione. Chiaramente, a proposito di link, io vi invito a condividere i miei video del Panariello, YouTube Matteo Panariello e poi chiaramente le mie playlist, Blind Drive già presente, The Valley. Adesso sto studiando che cosa portarvi dopo The Valley, qualche altro audiogioco oppure un videogame, vediamo, insomma di idee ne ho un po', vediamo cosa poter fare. Sto anche pensando all'idea di mettere su qualche live su Twitch o su YouTube, vediamo, insomma di idee ce ne sono parecchie, con calma, tanto qua nessuno ci mette fretta né tantomeno nessuno ci dice cosa dobbiamo fare e nessuno ci paga, quindi serenità. Poi se volete pagarmi voi ragazzi, poi ne parliamo, ok? Allora, siamo pronti con The Valley, prontissimi ad andare. Dove eravamo rimasti? Eravamo rimasti con Alex, Abdul Rashid e la signora qua, Maggie, che insomma si sono incontrati dopo l'episodio a Rivertown. Si sono incontrati, la signora ha infuocato le armi di di Alex per insomma sbarazzarsi dei lupi e adesso i tre viaggiano insieme. Quindi vediamo adesso che cosa riusciremo a combinare in questo nuovo episodio. Eccoci qua. Allora, io tra le altre cose mi auguro di aver giocato con, cioè di aver preso le stesse cose.
I'll start the fire.
What was that?
Nether wolves. Spawned by the Fae, no doubt.
No, what you did. In the woods back there.
You've never seen a blind woman throw fire around before?
No.
No one sees that.
Oh, there's much sighted folk don't see. You know it, Princess. You see it, don't you? Glimpses of the future. Tell your friend.
I do. I see misfortune before it happens.
And flashes from the past.
When needed, yes.
You are a seer, like me, like a rare few throughout the world. It's a power we draw from the Fae realm. The same power that brings the fire and all manner of magic.
So I could do what you do, with fire.
Perhaps. But not like me, Princess.
Why must you keep calling me Princess?
It's your title. By birth. You don't think much of old Maggie if you don't think I could see who you are. Even your friend here was able to figure that out, eh? His silence tells you all you need to know. The point is, it hardly matters. We are all in grave danger. These wolves, the Horde, none of this is by chance. You two are going to help me get to the bottom of it all.
We're headed home to Glades, to my brother.
You may not have a lot to say about where you're going. You're not likely to get through the pass without our help.
There are more of you?
I have a husband who takes up residence in the mountain village of Crow. It's near the pass. You'll shelter us while we figure out how to get you home.
Thank you, Maggie. You were right. There is safety in numbers.
You two should try to get some rest. I'll keep watch tonight.
E dunque sì.
Up you get, Your Eminence.
Please, don't call me that. Is it morning already?
It is noon. We should head out.
We have 3 days' journey to Crow. I have rations, but we may have to hunt along the way.
We'll get started then.
Hold on. There are things to consider. The road ahead is notorious for bandits and other ne'er-do-wells. Maybe better to wait for nightfall.
I would rather run into bandits than more of those creatures. What does our princess think?
Push down on the left stick to
Allora,
cycle
dobbiamo
options.
scegliere se viaggiare di notte o di giorno.
We'll set out now,
Io
then.
direi
We'll wait for nightfall.
no, aspettiamo la notte.
We'll wait
va,
for nightfall.
andiamo di notte.
Maggie and I can use it to our advantage.
Dai, andiamo la notte.
So what do these nether wolves want?
To kill. To feed. They're minions of unsavory characters from the Fae realm. Shades and the like.
Shades.
Your mother never told you that shades would drag you away into the night if you didn't go to bed.
My mother died when I was young. The only thing my brother and I feared was our father. Oh, and according to my uncle, the endless list of enemies that were
Tra
coming to
l'altro-
murder our family, which I suppose now is mostly true.
Mi
Shades
sembra
are
la
just
stessa
as real.
cosa di...
They rarely stray from the Fae realm, but they can possess creatures from our world. Like wolves.
Ah, scusate un attimo, devo fare una cosa.
Select
Ecco.
casuals, normal, hard. Set the game
Ok.
is set to hard. Good luck.
Perché
Game
io
option. And set them
chiaramente
about
per
doing their work.
rigiocarlo
There's something on
veloce
the road.
avevo
What is it?
modificato la
An animal.
difficoltà.
It's huge. A bear, I think.
O
A bear?
questo?
Standing on the King's Road.
It's the strangest thing. It's like it's waiting for us.
There it is again. In the air. Brimstone.
It's moving toward us.
The Shades were fortunate to gain hold over such a creature.
Shield ready, Alex.
Non era meglio? Appunto. Ma ma è over here, over here, over here, over here. Ecco, e si inizia. Ragazzi, attenzione, dobbiamo... Aspetta, ma non è
A
che...
bear, corrupted by the Fae.
It's moving toward us.
The Shades were fortunate to gain hold over such a creature.
Shield ready, Alex.
Brava, 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 ecco.
The tide's too thick. I'll need to use my overhead swing.
Sì, ma...
Hey, you!
Ma il discorso è un altro. Allora, Shepard, te devi...
corrupted by the
Bear
Fae.
Cre. Ok, sì. C'è un orso.
It's moving toward us.
The Shades were fortunate to gain hold over such a creature.
Shield ready, Alex.
Ma lei che spara flash non spara...
Heavy attacks will hurt him.
Vai così. No, 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 no. Bravo. Aspetta, piglia fiato. Maremma impestata. Alex, Maremma. Non collabora, ragazzi, non collabora Alex, attenzione,
A bear,
Forse era
corrupted
meglio
by
se
the Fae.
viaggiavamo di giorno. Che dite?
It's moving toward us.
The Shades were fortunate to gain
Forse
hold
era meglio
over
se
such a
lasciavo
creature.
easy. No,
Shield ready, Alex.
normal. No, dai, ce la facciamo. Adesso basta.
Over here.
Only my heavy attacks will hurt him.
Sì,
Right here.
però io vedo anche che lui non... Che lei non si copre.
Now, Alex. Now, Alex. Alex.
No, ragazzi. Però è lentissima nel ricaricare. Ma perché? Ma perché?
Vabbè,
Sì,
corrupted by
vabbè.
the Fae.
Ora sono 5.
It's
Cioè,
moving toward us.
The
pazzesco.
Shades were fortunate to
Allora.
gain hold over such a creature.
Shield ready, Alex.
Heavy attacks are going to work here.
Now, Alex.
Oh. Riposati. Ma copriti, riposati. E copriti. Questo...
Over here.
Dai.
Now.
Vediamo un po' se... Maggie? Maggie non... C'ha il fiatone, Alex. Ci vorrebbe una Red Bull. Ti prego, no, È morto. È morto?
So they come in bear-sized now. You ever seen that before, witch?
No, never.
From now on, we
No, ma
shelter at night.
bisognava viaggiare di notte, perché la notte è fantastico. Sì, sì. Senti là come dorme, Merussa.
She snores worse than you.
Stand down, you blatant wazzock.
You don't think seers can accidentally cast spells in their sleep, do you?
Shepherd, what is your real name again?
Abd Rashid.
Abdal Rashid.
Not bad. Though I don't mind being called shepherd. Reminds me of my purpose.
How long have you known who I was?
From the first. There was word about the missing princess.
And you didn't let on?
You clearly were not looking to tell me. What would be the point?
So I didn't have to keep up the act.
What act? Would you have been ordering me around as a servant?
No.
How are princesses different from shepherds?
More is expected of us.
Like what?
My brother was expected to rule glades from birth, and he does. He was tutored and trained. So was I. Frankly, I wasn't sure what was expected of me until my father sent me to the borderlands. To lord over a castle there.
What would make you a good lord?
I'm sure I wouldn't have made much of one.
You could do worse, you Easterners. What if a king had a stupid or weak or cruel child? You all suffer. In the borderlands, we always follow the strongest and most cunning, no matter where they come from.
What about the Odedan?
It's the same.
Well, my brother is not stupid. Or weak. We will not have suffered for him becoming king. It's only a matter of a few minutes that the kingdom could have had a blind ruler.
You are a twin.
I am. So perhaps fate isn't so bad at choosing leaders after all. Theo is a natural leader. People listen to him.
They would not do the same for you?
Why would anyone listen to a blind woman?
Because you listen to them.
Oh, flashback.
Are you listening, Alex?
Stai ascoltando,
Yes,
Alex?
sorry, Uncle.
Sì, zio,
Just
dimmi.
wondering why you're not drawing your sword.
I have something else in mind today, Alex. The sword is an elegant weapon made for self-defense on the road. Easy to carry and easy to dismiss as ornamental. Your shield, however, makes it a weapon of war. There are other weapons you will only find on the battlefield. Brutal weapons made to pierce armor and crush bone. This, Alex, is a warhammer.
A warhammer.
Actually, it's a wooden maul, a safer substitute for training against a true warhammer. It's not much heavier than your sword, but it serves a much different purpose. When wielded by a strong enough opponent, blows from these weapons can injure, even through your shield. Blocking heavy attacks from these weapons is still better than taking the full force of the blow.
Il martello
However,
da guerra.
blocking will wear you down, and it is best to interrupt the swing with your own well-timed attack. Are you ready?
I
Vabbè,
doubt it.
ok.
But let's give it a go.
Concentrazione. Concentrazione.
Very good.
Che riflessi, ragazzi. Vai, vai, vai. Zio. che-
Excellent.
Vai,
Finally.
a casa.
I'm going to come at you with alternating heavy attacks and quick combos.
Vai.
Start with your shield raised,
Sì.
while you listen for which attack is coming.
Listen
bene.
for the type of attack. Interrupt the heavy attacks and block and counter the quick combos.
Ok. Guarda la...
Very good.
No.
Excellent.
Di là? Cattiveria. Senti là?
Very good.
Lascia fare.
Excellent. I pray you have no cause to face these weapons in battle. But a soldier must be prepared.
Soldier? I thought I was a princess.
A princess should not ask a subject to be something she's not willing to be herself.
I understand.
E adesso torniamo alla realtà.
The valley is much wider here in the mountains. It feels good to be in open country again.
We're exposed out here.
So are our enemies.
You sound more like my uncle than a shepherd.
Men are no different from wolves and jackals. It's the ones I cannot see that I fear most. There is a ridge on our right. A good spot for an ambush. However, once we are past it, I can relax for another mile at least. In the woods, I have no peace. Hold up.
Cosa
Jackals.
succede?
On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
I hear them. Clansmen. We may be fine as long as we're not in Mara territory. Clan borders change yearly.
How will we know if we are in Mara territory?
We're in Mara territory. Ready your shield, Alex. They may throw the first axe as they charge.
Ok, calma. Non facciamoci prendere dalla trance agonistica. Ecco, appunto. Piano. Così. Manovra, manovra. Piano. Ok. Ma sei disonesto però. Ma è riuscito comunque? No. Vabbè ragazzi, oggi è così.
Ready your shield, Alex.
Ok, questa
They may throw the first axe as they charge.
è la volta buona. Me lo sento. Ce la facciamo. Questa volta ce la facciamo. Tanto lui è...
You scared, lass?
È riuscito comunque a far partire il colpo.
mistake, lass.
Sì, sì, sì. Bisogna... Anticipa, anticipa. Anticipa il movimento. Oh. Ma non devi tirare di là. Maremma. Maremma impestata. Oh. Si può dire maremma impestata? Si può... Maremma Attenzione, attenzione. Bravo, così. Cioè, brava, scusa. Respira, respira, respira. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Da qualche parte dovevo andare, qua.
Yes.
Avevo detto che questa era la volta buona. Te cosa fai? Cosa mi tiri? Bravo. Vai. Ma Margherita non me ne sa più, No. Lascia fare. L'avevo detto io che questa era la volta buona.
The Odedan are driving them out?
Margherita non me ne sa più. Maggie. Abbiamo chiamato Margherita. Ottimo.
Sorry to say, Shepherd, you won't find much peace out here.
Allora, ok.
You have gained 80 copper in coin and salvage.
Chiaramente io lo sto giocando in questo modo, poi ognuno può essere più aggressivo, meno aggressivo.
Has it been long since you've seen your husband?
Not long, just a few years. We know you're in there. No sense hiding.
And he's an older gentleman. About your age?
Oh, he's seen his share of winters, yes. I'd know if he's dead, if that's what you're getting at.
If only I was so lucky.
Akram, get down here. We have guests.
You lost the key again? Typical. Coming down.
Ok.
Hello.
Pleasure. Come,
Piacere,
sit.
piacere, vieni.
I'll put something on. I
Metti a
can't
sedere.
promise you it will taste any good. I lost my sense of taste years ago, drinking something this old witch made for me. How long are you staying this time?
As long as our guests need.
Just the night. We'll be heading for the pass in the morning.
You won't be heading for the pass before spring. The snows have set in. Hope you like turnips. It's all I got. You think she would have brought some food with her after being away for what, 2 years?
You can always come with me, you know.
Well, I have the library to maintain.
E lui cosa sta?
You really
Sta
want to
prendendo
start up this
ammazzate
argument
qualcosa?
again?
Well, I'm not your errand girl. Akram considers himself a seer as well. He's more interested in the past. The history of the craft, he calls it.
So, they're in on the game. They know about the Fae?
If you were any kind of seer, you'd know this before we walked in the door.
What brought them around to believing you?
Netherwolves.
How many?
10 or more. Must have been a pack that was exposed to a rift.
They're up to something, the Fae.
Ah, ha messo a
Stories have
cuocere
been around town
qualcosa.
in the past few weeks. Do you think they're surfacing in aid of the Horde?
Picking sides? You know that's not their way. I'm still working out their plan.
Well, after you're watered up, you should head into the village. Ask around.
We just need to get back to the capital as soon as possible.
Is there any way to get through the pass now?
We can get you through once the weather breaks. But you may not have a home to go back to if we don't heed the warnings that are presenting themselves. You need to help us first.
Ok, quindi dobbiamo aiutare la signora qua. Siamo arrivati al villaggio. Allora io direi che
I'm going to
possiamo
visit the
fare...
farmsteads to inquire about the movement of the horde. You two should ask around town about any unusual happenings in the area.
Ok, allora io direi...
Folk up here always have stories. I'll travel with you if you come across
Signora,
anything
mi fa
particularly
parlare, per
hair-raising.
favore. Devo
What about your
pianificare...
husband?
Akram will be at the library in the monastery. If you're looking for a place to nap, you should stop by for a visit.
Ok.
What do you think?
I think it's a distraction we can't afford. Perhaps we can find a guide to take us through the pass.
You don't believe the realm is in danger?
There is danger
Abdul,
everywhere. I plan to stay out of it.
What is the town like?
allora,
Looks like there is a proper smith here. The monastery is on the other side of the square,
I can hear the bells.
and it looks like there is some sort of celebration going on next to it.
Sounds like that's where most of the village is.
Dunque io direi di farci un po' qualche cosina. Proviamo ad andare subito al monastero? No, andiamo qua che c'è la musica, va. Ah, aspetta un attimo, fammi vedere.
Travel equipment, coin
Quanti
and
soldi ho?
salvage. You have 400 copper.
Ah, andiamo. Allora aspetta, vediamo un po' qua cosa ci offre il. Per potenziare
What you looking for,
un
lass?
po'.
Arms and armor.
You have nasty business with the clans, do you?
Just a precaution. We're heading east.
Well, you won't find a better smith this side of the pass, and good local steel from the mines.
Push down on the...
This short sword would suit you well. It's light and lethal.
Allora.
If you're looking for something a little heftier, I have this sturdy longsword for 100.
La spada,
If you're looking for better protection,
lo
this shield is
scudo.
strong.
Allora, io direi di
Use the left
prendere
stick. This item will cost 50 copper.
questo,
There you go, lass.
Push down on the...
poi
The longsword. If you're
Use the left... This
Questo.
item will cost 90 copper after salvage of old item. Your current coin amount is 300.
ok.
There you go, lass.
E adesso dobbiamo
Push down on the
scegliere
left.
la spada
This short sword
corta
would suit you well. The long sword.
o la spada. Allora, vediamo.
Use the left stick. Item quality. Tier 4 sword. Your critical
Okay.
chance bonus 35%. Your current item is 25%. Heavy attack critical chance bonus 50%. Your current item is 55%. Critical damage multiplier
Chiaramente perché-
3. Your current item is 3. Heavy attack
Bene.
critical damage multiplier 3. Your current item is 4. Heavy attack
Addirittura.
guard break chance 40%. Your current item is 60%. Attack speed medium. Your current item is medium. Press endurance recovery medium. Your current item is slow. Coin value 100.
E
Push
invece
down.
la.
This short sword.
Questa.
Use the left stick to cycle item quality. Tier
Okay,
4 critical
quattro.
chance bonus 35%. Heavy attack critical chance bonus 40%. Your current item is 55. Critical damage multiplier 3. Your current item is 3. Heavy attack critical damage multiplier 3. Your current item is 4. Heavy attack guard break chance 25%. Your current
Addirittura.
item is 60%. Press right. Attack speed fast. Your current item is medium. Endurance recovery fast. Your current item is slow. Press this item.
Ma
will
allora
cost
io direi
70 copper.
proviamo a prendere questa.
There you go, lass.
Push down on the left.
I'll be going
Ok.
now. Thank you.
E,
Anytime, lass.
Che cosa c'è? Ah no, niente. Ok. Scegliamo, andiamo prima al monastero. Andiamo al monastero, dai, vediamo cosa c'è al monastero. E poi andiamo. Alle celebrazioni. Vediamo
Here's
un
the
po'.
monastery. Should we look for Akram?
Press right trigger.
Ah, little surprised to see you so soon. Figured you'd be off at the witch all winter.
Certainly is quiet.
The monks are all out for one last gathering before winter sets in.
Well, we're here. What can we do?
I've already found an interesting lead. Here's a record of an ancient temple on the mountainside above town. It's in ruin now, according to the monks, but by all accounts, it did once hold some manner of mystery.
Like what?
Comings and goings of odd travelers, accounts of strange noises, a secret chamber, the usual fun stuff.
You want to investigate?
Not really, but it's what the witch wants of us.
Press right trigger to take up this quest. Left trigger to pass.
Allora, io direi però, questo mi sembra un pochino troppo. No, facciamo una cosa.
I think we should explore elsewhere first.
Very well. You know where to find me.
Ok, sì, forse. Allora, forse prima è il caso di andare qua.
Looks like some monks are serving ale. They've certainly drawn a crowd.
You'd scarcely know there was an invading army around.
Join us. Our fellow brothers and sisters from Bon Arthur are here with their ale. Come, drink.
Press right trigger.
The crowd is full of monks.
Let's talk to the sober ones first.
Push down on the left stick to cycle through.
I'll tell you.
Ah, here's a fellow sober.
We heard about the mine at Kengolic.
What about it?
10 miners went down the other day. None come back up. The village sent in a search party and they found nothing. No bodies, no cave-in, nothing. In a large mine. 10 men and women vanished into thin air.
Where is this mine?
Just up the mountain. I could show you the way, but I sure as hell ain't going in.
Maggie will want to hear about this.
You really want to be crawling around in a hole?
Press
Andiamo
right trigger
qua.
to take up this
Andiamo
quest.
qua oppure...
Left trigger.
Ah, there's a fellow sober face. They're not in the mood either.
Why aren't the monks concerned with the Odedan here in the mountains?
What interest would Odedan have in a library? That's all the monks here have. It's riches from the mines and clan forges the Odedan are after. I'm on my way to a monastery in Old Sevlin, just an hour from here. The reliquary contains gold and silver, and they're looking for escorts south with the collection. The monks trust me. I'm still looking for a few more swords. They pay well. In silver.
I don't know, Alex.
Perhaps the monks will have information about the Horde. And a route through the pass.
Press right trigger to take up this quest.
Facciamo
We can
questa.
join you.
Excellent. Come, the others are waiting.
Vediamo un po' cosa... Cioè, io direi di completare la missione, magari di questo villaggio, e poi... Verrà un pochino più
So it's
lungo,
just six
però
of us.
vabbè, non importa,
Will
dai.
that be enough?
The clansmen are brutal fighters, but they're cautious. They only take on fights they think they can win without losses.
Recuperiamo un po' di
It'd be tough
tempo
for a raiding
perduto.
party to take on 6 armed fighters without casualties.
How much further to the monastery?
Old Sevlin is set on the plateau, just ahead. I see the sisters waiting for us. The boys will load up the cart.
Hayden, it's good to see you.
Likewise, sister. This is Sister Adamari. She'll be coming with us.
Hello?
Have you seen much of the horde from here?
Sorella
We
Ada
have,
Maria.
And they passed us by. Perhaps they didn't know what our
Ada
monastery
Mary.
holds.
Ada Maria.
What it held, anyway. Word has it they're preoccupied with plundering mining towns. But we can't take the chance they won't be back.
I'm more worried that clan raiders might be watching us. We need to get the cart moving. Hurry it up, boys.
Do you think the clans can resist the Odedan?
They have defensible villages. They joined forces. They could probably hold off the entire army.
But they won't work together. I've been told the Odedan will have control of the entire region before winter's end. They've already plundered smaller clans and built quite a war chest. I think they're going to use it to buy off the larger clans.
I heard the Mara may even join the horde.
In queste... Cioè, è molto bella la storia, per carità, però questo... Oddio.
Raiders. 10 at least on the path ahead.
It's the Mara.
Hold your ground. The path is too narrow for them to flank us.
Here they come, Alex.
Attenzione, lo scudo! Lo scudo ci garba, ragazzi, eh. Oi! Quale cacchio? Bimbo mio. Guarda come siamo aggressivi.
You're proving yourself, lass. Now yield.
Con lo scudo. Alex, bisogna che tu ti copra, bimba. Oh. Dai. Gioca di anticipo, come faceva Cannavaro nel 2006. D'anticipo. Oh, ancora un altro. Ah, non c'è nessun altro.
Sister.
Sorella?
Hey,
Ada Maria. Aia.
Let's get her onto the cart.
No. Ada Maria mi sa che ci lascia.
So what was that about? The blind don't fight like that.
She's a seer. Never actually met one in the flesh.
A seer?
A conduit to the Fae. Not many believe in such things, but my grandmother knew one. Saw what they could do. Knew the purpose they served.
What purpose was that?
Protectors of the realm, of course. I can die now that I've met a seer.
None of that talk now, sister.
No,
Let's get a move on, lads.
Come on, get...
We need to get to safer ground.
Dobbiamo portarla al sicuro, Ada Maria, sorella Ada Maria.
The camp should be safe for the night. We're well clear of the clans now. You're welcome to leave with your reward anytime you like.
We should return to Crow now.
How is the sister?
I believe she'll live. Mountain folk are hearty stock, even the monks.
Where will you be headed after this?
South. Travel in any other direction is too dangerous now. You can join us if you like.
Our business takes us east.
I hope the monk's silver eases the trip some. You certainly deserve it. Take care, protector of the realm.
Io direi di...
You have gained 150 copper in coin and salvage.
Io direi di mantenere questa configurazione con la spada corta. Che altro...
Where to, Alex?
Allora, finiamo... Io direi di completare questo villaggio. Così poi ci...
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press. Push down on the left.
I'll tell you about some strange business. We have a hunter staying with us at the monastery. She fled her camp in the Southwood, spouting some nonsense about creatures arriving in the night, savaging the others. We are a little concerned if there was any killing going on. She may have been part of it.
Has anyone been sent to inspect the camp?
Who would go?
Allora...
We have our brothers and sisters from Don Arthur to treat, and the villagers are preparing for the snows.
You're not concerned about what happened at the camp?
We're a sanctuary, and we maintain that by staying out of trouble.
See? I'm not the only one who thinks like this.
I can tell you where the camp is if you want to have a look.
Press right trigger to take up.
Hey, you still interested in that mine at Kingolic?
Press right trigger to take up
Direi
this
di andare
quest.
qua. La
Mines are places to
miniera.
discover things.
La miniera, sì, dai,
Are they
vediamo.
not?
I'm the one who has to see the things you discover.
Sento che ci può essere qualcosa di interessante nella miniera. Tanto al solito mentre carica vi
How much
ricordo
further does this shaft go, Shepherd?
The old man said the mine followed the vein straight into the mountain.
di
The end of the tunnel can't be
condividere i
much
video.
farther.
I hear something.
Up ahead?
Yes.
I hear it too.
What is it?
A rift. A connection to the Fey world. I have not come across one in decades. We should go to it. It may have answers. If it is a rift that swallowed the miners, it may explain why there was no trace of them.
What do you mean by swallowed?
I suppose the rifts themselves do very little swallowing. It's what comes out of the rifts
Quindi
that
ci
we should
sono
concern
delle-
ourselves with.
I'm not sure what you're hearing, but this is it. This is the end of the tunnel.
You're sure?
Feel it. It's solid.
Hello? I hear voices in the walls.
The miners.
I hear it too, Princess. But I doubt it's the miners. There's something else here, Shepherd. What do you see?
Dripstone columns.
Do they strike you as unusual in any way?
There's 3 of them together. It almost looks like someone molded them here.
Draw your weapon, Alex. I want you to strike each of the columns.
Ok.
They call to you. Go ahead.
Ok.
Answer them. It's working.
Ah, ok, quindi dovevo fare...
Answer again.
Ok.
Well done. And again. It's open. Well done.
Is this the Fey realm? In front of us?
No, just a chamber, formed by the rift inside. Go ahead, Alex.
Devo andare avanti?
Lead us to the rift.
Ok.
What do you see, Shepherd?
Nulla.
Stupidity for following you here.
Eccolo, eccolo, eccolo qua. Quindi adesso devo raggiungere questo coso.
Something's moving.
Hello?
Who's that?
The miners. They're alive.
What happened to you?
We opened a way into this vault. We had a look around, and the passage in was gone.
Well, you need to get out before it closes again. Go.
No need to ask twice.
Wait. Did you see anything while you were here? Anything strange beyond the passage closing?
That's not enough for you.
There was one thing. The air never soured. Take a deep breath. Not the hint of a breeze, yet it's as clear as mountain air.
Go. Thank you. The
Beh.
Fae were keeping them alive.
Andate
Why?
via.
You coming?
Shepherd, you can see them out.
I'm not leaving you down here.
Suit yourself. Alex, find the rift if you can.
È qui il rift, è qui davanti. Alexander. Senti come chiamo, sto arrivando.
I'm at the rift.
We're going to close it. Reach out with your shield hand. Go ahead, reach out. What do you hear?
My name.
Anything else?
Silence. Complete silence.
Ai ai ai. ai. Oddio.
Shepherd, pull her back.
I have you, Alex.
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Something is coming through the rift.
Shades.
No. Poi.
Stop me.
Lui è molto... No, siamo morzuti. Ok, ci riproviamo un'altra volta. Dai. Concentrazione.
Something is coming through the rift.
Shades.
Get off me.
Concentrazione. Concentrazione. E bisogna essere concentrati come... Ah, ma anche lui sta... Anche lo Shepherd combatte? Sì. Oh, che legnata. Ok.
Are they gone?
That's the last of them, I think.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
There
sì.
can be no doubt. Something in the Fey realm does not want you alive.
But why?
That, I don't know.
Let's go. This way.
Ok, quindi questa è stata fatta, questa missione. Ma... sì. Fatto.
Over here, Alex. Before we
Ancora.
leave.
What is it?
Now that part of you has entered the Fey realm, you will be able to draw from it.
I've entered the Fey realm.
Of course you have. Some small part of you, anyway. Now, no more questions. We must do this while it's fresh in your mind. Take up your shield. Quickly.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Quiet, Shepherd. Recall those voices you heard.
Yes. I hear them.
Now, gently, ask them for favor.
Press left trigger to trigger spell.
Fire.
I didn't need those eyebrows.
It comes so easily to you. I'm envious.
Please, let's go.
Lui non è molto per la
Fire
quale per
shield
queste cose.
burst will burn enemies surrounding you and leave them temporarily vulnerable to follow-up attacks. You will need to learn how to build up magic energy before using this spell in combat.
Ok.
I'll
Allora,
be close by if you plan to follow up on any more leads.
come
let you
dicevo,
know.
io
Monks
direi
are certainly loose with
di
stories.
ormai
Where to,
completare questo villaggio. Verrà un po' lungo, ma non importa. Così poi
The monk gathering.
settimana prossima
Should we walk through again?
andiamo
Best.
avanti.
Push down on the...
You still want to know where the
Okay.
hidden camp is?
Press right trigger.
È rimasta
We should
solo
find
questa
Maggie.
da fare.
She'll want to know about the camp.
All right, let's go find her.
Vediamo un po'. In questa mission, in questa quest. Poi è rimasto il monastero da fare.
I can already smell it. Something from the nether. You say the monks thought the hunter was mad? Funny how ignorant learned people can be.
Could they have chosen a darker site to make camp?
I believe the darker side chose them. Whatever you're seeing is not natural.
I hear something on the other side of the camp.
Another rift. You lead the way, Alex.
Però ci sono i lupi. Leviamoci di mezzo i lupi.
What's that terrible sound?
Nether wolves. Feeding.
Feeding on what?
Hunters.
Wonderful.
We have options. The wolves will take their time consuming flesh, bone and all, and once they've had a meal, they're not likely to let go. If we're careful, we may be able to move past them. Or we could try to take them with the bow, or directly with sword.
Allora io direi di levarceli di torno, perché così almeno poi ci muoviamo in maniera...
Weapon ready, Alex.
Ok. Ok. Due li abbiamo sistemati, ora... Ma sì, andiamo... Dov'è?
One's coming for us.
Ce ne sono ancora, sì? Sì. Qua giù. Eccolo qua. Lupo lupetto. Sereno, sereno, guarda.
It sees us.
Che palle. Bene. Ce ne sono più? No. Vieni qua. No. Ok, chiediamo il rift e vediamo un po'. Alexandra. Alexandra però se vai per la via che vuoi te ci si fa domattina.
To me as well, child. I say we take the smallest of glimpses. Hold my hand. Now reach out.
We are Odedan. What need do we have for these mountain tribes?
The Fae say they are essential to our success. The pass cannot be crossed without their aid.
Why cross the pass at all? What will that give us?
Glades and the realm.
What was that?
A connection to another time and place. Not too far away and only moments ago.
Who were they?
I believe it was the Odedan general and his council. They are consorting with the Fae.
Quindi è
Emboldened by prophecy or promise somehow.
The Horde intends to take Glades.
Perhaps.
The Odedan are here for plunder. They will always return home in the end.
I fear this general has much
stiamo
higher
scoprendo
ambitions than his predecessors.
delle cose
The real
interessanti
question
che vanno al di
why
là
the Fae
del...
would want him to push so far east. They clearly want conflict.
Quando si dice...
We should go now.
In a moment. I have business with the princess. Come with me, Alex.
Where are you going?
It will take but a minute. Keep watch for wolves, shepherd.
Quando si dice che si scoprono cose. Ok, andiamo avanti, vediamo.
Over here, Alex.
Sì, sono qua.
Again, we have to do this quickly, while the effects of the rift linger. I want you to draw your weapon.
Okay.
Recall those voices you heard.
Yes, I hear them.
Call to the voices again.
Press the right trigger to trigger spell.
Flame.
Yes, marvelous. You feel it's warm?
I do.
I think more wolves are coming. We should... Alex!
Over time, with more
Lui è
encounters with the
sempre
Fae, your
terrorizzato
powers will
quando vede
grow,
queste
Alex.
cose.
This is not natural.
It's necessary, considering what we'll have to face.
Ok, quindi c'è rimasto solo da fare
Flaming
il...
weapon spell will increase the likelihood of a critical hit. You will need to learn how to build up magic energy before triggering this spell in combat.
C'è da fare il monastero. Quindi adesso io direi di fare il monastero e poi ci salutiamo.
All right,
perché-
princess. I'm going to look into finding us a way through the pass.
Va
I
bene.
think it's time you followed up with Akram at the monastery.
Thank you, Maggie.
Infatti.
We'll head there
ok.
now.
Keep an eye on her, shepherd.
I'll do my best to keep her from setting fire to the books.
Ok,
Are we heading to the monastery?
The bells are calling us.
andiamo da Akram.
Here's the monastery. Should we look for Akram?
Press
Ok, shall we look for Akram?
You're
Ecco.
back. We'll visit the mountain temple then.
Press right trigger to take...
Sounds
Sì.
intriguing. I say we have a look.
Ok, quindi adesso andiamo a fare la missione del temple. E poi forse riusciremo ad andare avanti. Attenzione, sì.
Shouldn't be much farther according to the maps.
Why would they build a temple out here?
They were made in a time when ancient people maintained contact with the Fae. They were constructed around the natural places where the veil that separates our world and the Fae is thinnest. These sites seem to dot the great valley that spans our realm.
What would people do with the Fae?
Well, there's little record. Some scholars believe our worlds affect one another, and we would manage the outcomes together. Perhaps we traded with them, exchanged knowledge. Who's to say it was any different than the intersection of cultures we have in this world?
Do you know what they're like?
C'è vento, c'è la neve, senti
We only see the rare cases when our world brushes up against theirs.
il freddo, sentite il freddo.
Ah, I see the temple. It's set in the cliff face.
Non c'è Maggie, adesso c'è Akram con noi. Ok.
Looks bigger from the inside.
Watch your step. I'm sure there's been little upkeep of the place.
Do you hear that ringing sound? What is it?
I don't hear anything.
A musical tone?
Yes,
Where is it coming from?
the far side of the room. Don't you hear it?
No. My wife will hear these things from time to time. It drives me crazy. Can you hear that, Akram? What's that sound? What's wrong with your ears? The one thing she doesn't hear is me complaining about her lack of sight.
Do you know what makes the sound? It doesn't sound like a rift.
Something of the Fey realm. Likely an object that has passed between worlds. Can you lead us to it?
I think so.
Ok, quindi
Are you okay?
Yes, I think. What happened?
The floor gave way. You're in a lower chamber. I don't see another way down.
The sound is louder. I think the source is down here. I'm going to find it.
Be careful. We'll look for a way to get to you.
secondo me c'è vento. Ah, perché ok, quindi perché il vento probabilmente vuol dire che ci sono delle... Devono fare anche loro il bonus 110 per rifare le finestre.
I've reached it. I've reached the source of the sound.
We found the passage down. Hold on.
My word.
What is it?
A massive stone statue of a warrior bent down on one knee. It holds a small figurine of a snake. As an offering, it would appear.
I wouldn't touch it.
It calls to Alex. Go ahead. Reach out. Take it. Alex,
Something just happened to me.
can you still hear the sound?
No.
Very curious. I believe you've absorbed any power the figure may have contained.
Power.
By all indications, this snake artifact would have contained dark magic.
By dark, do you mean evil?
Oh, heavens, no. No, lucky for you. It merely describes the direction of the flow of energy between our worlds. Dark magic takes from our world, gives to the Fey realm. You're likely now a conduit for energy in that direction. Whereas my Maggie works exclusively in the other direction. It is from the Fey realm that she draws the fire.
Is it dangerous?
Hope not. Scholars talk of dark magic being used to drain one's enemies of life and gaining favor from the Fey.
Attenzione.
What was that?
Look, the statue. It rises.
A guardian. Magnificent.
The passage out was closed.
What's happening?
I believe it wants you to return the power you've taken from the figurine.
It can have it.
By the looks of its hammer, I think it means to crush it out of you.
The powers you've absorbed, I think you're the only one who can affect it.
È veramente cattivo. Ok. Oh, questa l'ho sentita. Perfetto. Un po' meno questo. Piano. Bisogna che tu ti copra, bimba mia.
You have to go on the offensive.
Sì. Questo è veramente difficile.
A guardian.
Yes. He's got us coming, no doubt.
Era una...
I need to block his side attacks and interrupt his overhead swing.
Vabbè, è devastante. È veramente devastante. È molto bello vedere gli altri che mi guardano combattere.
A guardian.
Yes. He's got us coming, no doubt.
I need to listen for where the side attacks are coming from.
Your shield won't fully protect you from its overhead swing.
Lo so, ma è... Lei c'ha il fiatone.
You have to go on the offensive.
Ragazzi, Che era? Madre santa.
What, pray tell, was that?
Sì.
The Guardian.
Era un guardiano.
Ancient people built stone warriors that could be animated by the Fae, similar to the way wolves can be possessed. They were supposedly posted at important sites to ward off unworthy visitors.
Devastante, ragazzi.
We're unworthy then?
On the contrary, I believe you've just passed a very old rite of passage.
Oh, adesso si è riaperto. Ok.
We are free to leave this place now.
Vai, andiamo.
You now have the ability to build favor with successful strikes. Favor is energy that can be used in magic attacks.
Ok.
I'll be resting at the monastery. Come find me when you're ready to subject me to more horrors.
The village is just waking up. Where do you want to go?
Dunque, vediamo un po'. Torniamo dalla signora qua, ma io non credo che ci sia... Non credo ci sia niente di nuovo qui dalla
What you looking for, lass?
Infatti.
Arms and armor.
Vediamo.
Push down on the...
If you're looking for something a little heftier, I have this sturdy longsword for 100.
Press the right trigger to consider purchase.
Ma la spada... non mi piace.
I'll be going now.
No.
Thank you.
Anytime, lass.
Quindi, signori, si può andare da altre parti. Qua c'è il monastero. Volevo vedere se riuscivamo a completare magari questo, in modo da poi da... Qui continuano a festeggiare.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press.
There's nothing for us here.
Ok.
Let's go.
Ma io direi che l'unica cosa da fare qui è rimasta... Rimane il monastero, perché qui non c'è altro.
What you looking for, lass?
Infatti, niente, niente, niente. No, non voglio niente.
I'll be going now.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Anytime, lass.
Ok. No, allora vediamo un po' cosa c'è
Here's
qua.
the monastery.
Ok,
Should we look for
entriamo.
Ak?
Sì, sì.
Sorry to keep you waiting. There was no one around to tell me you were here.
It gave us a chance to rest, and we took it gladly.
I have found something most interesting. My wife likes to discredit my seeing abilities, but I tell you, the speed at which I found 2 more accounts of nearby temples, I'd give ancient archivists a run for their money. She could wander for years before she'd stumble across these locations.
Push down on the left stick to cycle through it.
I stumbled across the account of this now. Here is a very detailed account dating back less than 50 years of a temple ruin located. I stumbled across the account of this first site by complete chance. It was in an old land registry that was misshelved. Would you believe it's the first misshelved text I found in this library? The monks here, though often drunk, never seem to make these blunders.
Fascinating. Please continue.
According to the registry, there was an old apple orchard in the woods south of the mountain, a rarity for this climate. The land was confiscated by local lords
allora,
200 years ago for unknown reasons.
Finiamo
But
ormai questo,
a cross-reference
qua
of this
e
orchard
poi
with accounts of a fabled orchard from earlier texts depicts it as the location of a fate temple that appears only at night. Considering the rarity of apples to the region, I figure that the 2 orchards must be one and the same. You'll travel to the orchard.
Press right trigger to take up this quest.
Now, here is a very detailed account dating back less than 50 years of a temple ruin located in a mountain lake.
In a lake?
The temple would have sat on an island in Lake Eiger. It's more of a pond, really. The account describes a submerged ruin at its center.
How would we see anything of interest?
I've not ventured to the lake in years, and I don't recall anything above its surface. However, the water should be clear enough that we may be able to see something from the mountain slope.
Press right trigger to take up this quest. Left trigger to pass.
Allora, ho cambiato idea. Allora, dal momento che verrà un video molto molto lungo, io direi di fare così. Per questo appuntamento ci fermiamo qua. Dal momento che questa settimana è stata un po' così, ho fatto un po' di ritardo, io pensavo eventualmente di fare oggi questa parte qua e poi magari fare un ulteriore video magari durante il corso del fine settimana e così concludere insomma questa parte, ok? Quindi per oggi noi ci salutiamo qua con The Vale, Alex, lo Shepherd e tutta la banda felice e cantante. Io vi invito ancora una volta, se vi va naturalmente, condividete il mio canale Matteo Panariello, cercatemi su YouTube e chiaramente condividete e mettete un bel pollicione anche ai video che realizzo, in modo che insomma così a me fa piacere tutto questo. Va bene signori, grazie per avermi seguito, noi ci ritroviamo al prossimo appuntamento. Dal Matte è tutto, ciao!